Hello, and welcome back, subscribers, and welcome newcomers. If you're not already part of that subscriber squad, subscribing helps the channel, as well as also, if you'd like to become a patron, I have $3, $5, and $25 tiers with their own rewards, including shoutouts at the end of the videos. I also have Redbubble merchandise and commissions open if you are interested in either of those. It all goes towards the YouTube channel and my webtoons, and it helps keep things on track. Without further ado, let's get started with the speed paint. For today's video, I thought I would do a sort of draw along with me, so grab your snacks, grab some art supplies, or whatever you'd like for this video, and let me share with you some unpopular artist opinions and things that I just wanted to share. To start off with, I wanted to share something that I'm not sure if any other content creators out there have shared, especially because I'm not sure how many people I'm going to reach as an audience with this video. Whether this is the first video you've engaged with, or this is like your 12th video on my channel, I welcome you, new or old, because something that I think a large portion of content creators miss out on is the engagement when it comes to creating these videos. Unless, of course, you have an already expanded following. An influencer might be another name for some of these people, but what happens when you don't exactly have that? What happens if you're just creating content for yourself, you know, and the audience is slowly joining along with you? What happens if you're not out there for the drama alerts? What happens if you're not out there to teach tutorials? What happens when you have multiple different projects going on at once? I would describe that as my channel because I work on speed paints, I work on animations, I work on story times, I work on so many different things, and some people might say, oh, you should just narrow down your platform and maybe try to branch out to different social medias. If you would look on the right side of the screen and see all of my plugs I have reached out to just about every single platform, and they say, oh, just make sure that you post things daily. Twice a week YouTube uploads and almost daily Instagram posts, no engagement. And this had bugged me for quite some time, and I was thinking, it's not about the views, it's not about the numbers, it's not about that. Just sit back and keep creating the content that you want to create. But it still bugged me, and this sort of habit that I had where when I would see something, I'd jump on the bandwagon and say, maybe this is it today, maybe this is the thing. And then I lose that passion, and I lose that spark that originally drove the channel that I had, which was focusing with big ambition and little budget. I still would love more than anything to have the support, and that is one thing that I struggle with asking, is for you guys to check out my Patreon, my Ko-Fi, subscribe, because a good majority of like 90% of you viewers are not subscribed, and it's weird that I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but it's actually kind of funny how it's backwards for me, whereas when you're following a channel and let's say they have like 1,000 to 100,000 subscribers and that one YouTuber isn't quite engaging with their audience, what happens when it's the other way around? What happens if you have a YouTube channel that makes hundreds of videos, but you look at it and you say, well that's weird. They post daily, they have content of various levels of art skill, but their audience is silent. And I've always kind of wondered that with that. I'm like, okay, maybe if I just not focus on that and I let time settle in. 2 years later, after still working on projects back to back, pushing out content because I thought, okay, maybe it's because I don't have anything to show, because people haven't found my channel, because I'm too small, maybe I need to reach a wider audience. I have received back-to-back comments of, make fan art, people love that stuff. I tried doing that, it did not work. Make your own original content, people will love to see something new. I have plugs for my webtoons, I have original characters, I have 100 OCs, etc. It's like, oh, well, maybe you just need to open up your commissions and requests. I have both of those open. It's kind of fascinating to think about it when you're in this state of almost under the radar of invisibility. It's almost like a superpower, and I know this sounds really weird because it seems like, that would be really discouraging if that was me. If I was in her shoes, I wouldn't worry about that, or I would just give up, or, like everyone has their own response to how they would do it. But they're not me. And being in my shoes, this is something that I realized that eventually I will probably become some sort of influence to someone out there, and I may already be, and that makes me feel so happy inside if I can make someone look at my art and say, hey, that inspires me, that motivates me, because I never thought that I could do that with anybody, because I wonder if anybody else has the same feeling, but have you ever just kind of wondered, is someone really listening to me? And if they are, am I making their day better? You know, like, something like that always makes me so happy when I get to do that. That's why I love creating all of these characters, and no matter how derpy my speed paints voiceovers are, I love doing this for you guys, and for myself, because it's something that I never want to stop. And if you've made it this far, I apologize if anything previously didn't make sense and it was very rambly and off script, but it's just how I enjoy doing my videos, because nobody else really can do these videos my way, because my brain is my own, and I always, when I was younger, always thought if I didn't follow in the footsteps of others, you know, like, I was never gonna make it. But at the same time, when following influencers and following down that same path, people judge you and say, hey, you're copycatting, or you're not doing things, you're just riding off of somebody else's success. It can be discouraging, but for me, I found my own way to make things work, and I've been enjoying it a lot. Honestly, when it comes to making my videos, I want to be able to do better for myself and have something for you guys to see as quality content. So that's why with my channel, when I make videos like these and I get to engage and talk with you guys, please talk back with me. I love engaging with you guys, because this is something that I want for my channel, no matter how big I get. And something that I would love to be able to do is bringing as many characters to life. If for some reason someday I get thousands of people wanting me to make their characters and bring them to life, I'll do my best to bring them all to life. And I want to be able to make connections, have my channel shared with others, have my name of Stencil Fox be heard by more than just a handful of people, to create fan artwork, original creations, everything in between, and not stop. Because that's something that I want this channel to be. Big ambitions and a slowly growing budget. Thank you all so much for joining me and making it to the end of this video. Stay possum subscribblers, stay safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!